Hey folks, this is Randy with Destination Victor, New York. Listen, I wanted to tell you a little backstory on the survey they're doing from my perspective, what I have seen and to some extent been involved in. First off, the village has secured a professional landscape and architectural design firm to come up with the design, a redesign basically, of Mead Square Park. So they say help shape the future of Mead Square Park, and we want to hear from you, which is all well and good. That's great. All right, so but did they have to secure a architectural design firm just to find out and get some ideas as to what people might like to do with the park? There's something in professional sales, it's a tactic called assumptive close. An assumptive close strategy is you go right past the main question on to having people make selections of the choice. And instead of asking like, do you want new windows? You say, which type of windows would you prefer? And so in this instance, I don't know if it was planned that way. Let's just say it wasn't. But they skipped right past the first question and on to the next one. And that is assuming that we're going to do some major build out. So the reason I say it's a major build out that they're proposing is that if you're going to spend 25 grand plus for just a design before you do the work, then it ought to be probably a major design, a major revamp. And the other part that leads me to that conclusion is going from what the park looks like now, and then I don't know if you all know about iStock photos, but this doesn't even fit really what they're showing here, other than you can notice there's hardly any trees, pretty much no grass. And I don't know who chose those pictures, but as far as potential amenities that could be included, I don't know. I just think those aren't probably the best pictures that could have been chosen for this, unless the idea is to take a bulldozer, take down all the trees and grass and redo the park completely. Now, you can take a look at the park, and it's really not very wide. It's probably the width of about maybe 4 roadways wide. It's probably about, guessing, around 50, probably about 50 foot wide, but it does go about I don't know, 50 yards deep, 150, maybe 200 feet deep. And sure, some stuff could be done, but a lot of these trees here were selected a long time ago by the tree club, the village tree club, including over here the star magnolias. I mean, this park may need some changes, but to think that you're just going to take a bulldozer and take out this evergreen they planted a few years ago that they decorated at Christmas time, and most of these trees, the only tree I could see that's really maybe you want to change out is this one up front here, because it is probably about half dead, so it looks pretty scraggly. But most of these trees are perfectly healthy, in good shape. There's also, I don't know what they would do, but see, the thing is they skipped right past the idea of asking people, should we even do a major change? Because like I said, 25 grand just for the design is a big spend. So, I mean, I can't really see too much that I'd like to see change personally. Now, if for instance, there are enough people that really do think that the whole park should be bulldozed and redone, or whatever the changes are, they're looking for feedback on that. There's a group called a REIMAGINE group. Not really an elected group, it's sort of more like a committee, and it isn't even operating the way the original reason for them getting together is, that idea has been scratched. But even so, there's only a few people that are kind of deciding these things for us. And my personal opinion is the ideas I've heard inside the group are not the best. So I want to say that I am in favor though of this corner here for a couple reasons. You see the arborvitaes, the deer tend to, especially in the wintertime, they go for the green and they eat the arborvitaes. So that's why these arborvitaes look bad. There's nothing wrong with the arborvitaes. It has to do with the tree or the deer. And then they must stop right around here, and then you've got, this is what they all should look like. Be very regal, very nice look. Okay, so the arborvitaes are a good choice. But back over here in this corner, perhaps along the back, there should be a fence. Because I guess, I don't know, maybe it wouldn't stop the deer, maybe they'd still come around, but at least it may be chance that it'd be less. Also possibly wrapping the arborvitaes in the winter in particular would be a good idea. Now over here in this corner, that tree could be taken out, and it used to be that this is where they did the concerts in the park. So this is a great place, and I'll walk up over here. I did another video about this a while ago, but this is one that I'm basically saying that I think the village made a mistake in hiring an architectural design firm, and they could just basically stop where they are right now and say, okay, well, I don't think we're going to move ahead with a major overhaul. But over here in this corner would be where you'd have the sound stage. Now look at who you could reach. There's plenty of room here. I think they used to have at least 100 people come and attend the concerts in the parks. So anyway, that tree right there being gone, there's plenty of room in this corner for a, I don't know, 20 foot stage. Maybe it could be even sort of a pavilion, but we don't need an architectural design firm to do something like this. I really don't believe that to be the case. If that's all that everybody agrees, that that's pretty much all that this park needs. With Molly V's here, I have more than one time seen at least half of these benches filled, and there's 11 or 12 benches. I think there's 11 benches. I've seen at least half full, and then people would be playing. I saw a family, actually two different families, meet here with their kids, had a picnic one day right here in the grass. So, you know, I like the grass and the trees. I like the feel. It's not a huge space. So if you start to put in more concrete or brick or whatever, it might be good for commercial reasons, but then again, it may not. Maybe people would prefer to have a nice sort of calm grass, trees, birds feel to it. Plus you got the Victor Farmington Library over there. More than one time I've seen people come from the library over here to read a book. So, you know, too many people would ruin that ambiance. So the back side of the park would maybe not have as many people. The front side does. I don't know. I think it already is a major hub for the Village of Victor. Mostly because of, I would say, Molly V's ice cream has made a big difference. With a lot of people coming into the park now and enjoying it. So also my dog Wally, I mean, now this is more personal, but he likes the park the way it is. He likes lots of grass and trees and bushes and stuff for various reasons. But we walk here regularly. Thank you, Department of Public Works, for getting some bags in here. This is a great idea. I don't think we really need a water fountain, but if you got one coming, then great. But I really think I watched it, even after this was brand new, hardly anybody ever used it. And within a week or two, especially once the grass clippings got into it, no dogs wouldn't even drink out of that. I mean, it wasn't really, probably not the best fountain. I don't know what you got planned. If it was up to me, I would just put a plate over the top of it, call it a day, and not have a drinking fountain. At least not a really fancy one, not necessary. But anyway, that's a minor point. All right, so this video is to get people to chime in, and most importantly, contact the Village of Victor. Especially if you live in the village, you want to get involved in a group that's really making decisions for us. Then you want to get involved in Reimagine Victor. Contact Carol Commisso directly. She's a wonderful person, great administrator, great person to have as a village trustee. So contact her. She is very much in tune with the idea of serving the people and giving them what they want, and I believe that to be true. And if not enough people show up, she'll listen to the people that do show up. So show up. Have a great day.